Hello everyone, my name is Stephen Boydston and I am a research associate at the American Institutes for Research. And today I'm going to be talking a little bit about a resource that we have at the Center on Knowledge Translation for Disability and Rehabilitation Research, otherwise known as KTDRR. So the resource that we're going to look at today is the KT Strategies database. To get there, we'll go from our homepage at ktdrr.org and then click on Resources. Then you'll go down to the third option, which is the KT Strategies database, and that'll bring you to our homepage for the database. Here it'll talk about some of the features that are included, some of the search instructions, and what you can do with your search results. Before I go straight into the database, we're going to look at one of the features that I'd like to highlight, which is the strength of evidence. Each KT strategy article that we have in this database includes a number from 1 to 5. And this number represents the strength of evidence. Specifically, a 1 being the supporting evidence is based solely on the author's opinion, whereas a 5 would be the supporting evidence is based on long-term randomized control trials and is overall very rigorous. Next, I'll demonstrate how you can suggest a resource to add to the KT Strategies database. If you're an author or if you know of an article that we don't already include that you think we should know about, please let us know. You can fill out your contact information and a little bit about the KT strategy, and then go ahead and send us an email. Please also be sure to verify that you're a real person at the bottom, and then click Submit. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at the actual database itself. For that, we're going to click the Search KT Strategies Database option in the top left. And here you'll see some of the features that we have available. So first, you can search by keyword or phrase. It also includes some Boolean logic options to include all of the words, any of the words, or the exact phrase that you type in. So for this example, we'll search for social media. And we see that it returns 5 entries matching our search criteria. What you can do is you can toggle all of your search results and view all of your marked items if you'd like to review each of these articles. Or if you'd like to review only a few, you can check those that you'd wish to review and view those. One of the other features of this database is at the bottom, you can email yourself the list of search results that you found using whatever search criteria you'd entered. Now going back to the main part of the database, I'll give you just a few more examples of some of the other searches you can do. Say for example you wanted to search a journal or publication source, specifically from publications from AIR. You could go ahead and do that, and you could also add in any other types of items that you may be interested in. For this, we'll go ahead and submit, and you see that there are only 2 items listed. Next, we'll go ahead and clear the database by clicking this Clear Form button, and try a search that may be a little bit more narrow and look at specifically handbooks as a type of KT strategy. If you click that option and click Submit, you see this returns only one option where it directly displays the article that it was able to find. So the abstract, the journal publication, the year, the authors, the title, and so on are all displayed for you. Now going back to the KT Strategies database, there are a few other features, including target groups, where you can search for any type of specific audience that may be impacted or relevant in the research. So that concludes our very brief tutorial. Again, this is the KT Strategies database, where we always try to include the most recent and relevant research on knowledge translation strategies for disability and rehabilitation research. So if you are aware of any research that would be relevant to our database, please let us know. You can also email us for further questions or comments at ktdrr@air.org. Thank you very much.